as a dog will, because a dog has the ability to love more than a fish does. So if we have more compassion, we can experience more compassion from God. And that's why we have hardship. And that's why we have
just a small side point to this. We know that the fish actually make dua for us.
Oh yeah.
Subhanallah.
Because
they actually
in our language we do not know. So yeah, go ahead.
Not of course in a human language, but they somehow make dua for us. So, subhanallah, and this is the thing, there's so many things in this world that we don't understand. And that's a part of submission, understanding that Allah is Al-Hakim, the all-wise, He's the all-knowing. And that's what submission is, it's submitting to Allah, understanding who He is, and understanding what we are not. And, and not just bad things are a test. Wealth, health are equally a test as bad things and bad health.
Maybe the sister was saying, this is absolutely true, that everything has consciousness about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they praise Allah in their special way. But man is the best of Allah creation on earth. So we are the highest of the creation, and we are special with knowledge. What makes us special is that we have the knowledge and the consciousness about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we have this, we will be fitting this description that we are the highest of the creatures that Allah has made existing
we have
on
the
earth.
ability to be better than the angels.
We can rationalize, we can show mercy, we can show love.
We can also be worse than that.
And we can, if we detach from Allah way, Allah path, we will be the worst of the worst. If you disbelieve and you go with the evil desires, you're going to be the worst of the worst. You want to kill, you want to rape, you want to steal, disrespect parents, whatever. It's horrible.
So you said you went through a phase of doubting, about Islam.
My specific question was, which still goes on in my head sometimes, but I managed to mute it out because I can't find an answer to it. It's, okay, we were created to worship God subhanahu wa ta'ala and to become more compassionate, to do all the good things, follow Quran. But why were we created in the first place? Why was there a heaven and a hell and angels and people? Why did God do all this?
Allah says that we are questioned about what we do. Allah is not questioned about what He does. You have to really humble yourself and understand our position as human beings. And even if Allah wanted to give us certain answers, would we even understand it? Would we be able to comprehend certain things? Can we really truly understand Jannah and Hellfire? It's difficult, because it's a different reality. But ultimately, Allah has created this world. He has created this universe, and He's told us the purpose. Do you understand what I mean? So sometimes we're asking questions that don't need to be asked. I'm not belittling the question, because this is something people think about. But sometimes we have to, hold our position as human beings.
Accept the unseen.
I should realize
Believe in
that
the unseen.
at the end of the day, I have a human brain, so a human brain is
limited.
We are limited.
Yes.
If we accept our limitations, this will
knowing
balance
the
it, I
answer is
think.
not going to change the reality that this life, this reality is true, and Allah deserves to be worshipped, and Islam is true, the Quran is from Allah, and we should submit to Allah. Knowing these things is not going to change the reality of that. But people have many questions which, even today, which have not come to Muslims. They're new doubts. You have children asking questions which have not been asked before. It's because they're growing up in a different kind of society.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that makes sense.
So what kind of turned you to come back to Islam?
I've always had that belief in me. It's never like, I've never not believed in God. I've always believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was just questioning why are these rules there? Why would God do this, what made me come back, I guess, just reading the Quran more. I don't think I'm back yet. Like, I don't think I'm fully where I want to be in terms of spirituality. Of course, I have ways to go, but I'm trying to go down that path. I'm trying to really convince myself by myself. A lot of what I used to believe or what I used to do and follow was influenced by people around me, by my family, by my friends, by the people I surrounded myself with, and not from actually within. So that's why I'm trying to ask the questions now to really.
Do you pray?
Not all.
You know this is of course the first part of submission, the shahada,
Yeah.
and the second part of submission is the 5 daily prayers. And it really is. The Prophet said the difference between a believer and unbeliever is the prayer. Because the prayer is that 5 times a day connection with Allah. Clarifying out that we have submitted to Allah, and this is the main thing that is going to help you with your iman, with your belief, with your spirituality. You can do everything else in the world, but if you don't pray, you're not going to get there. You're not going to
switch a light in your mind.
And it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy.
Yeah.
When I first became a Muslim, it was very difficult. I came from a life of never praying salah. I was a Christian. So getting the salah on time, it's not easy, especially in England now in the winter time. You blink and you can miss a salah very quickly. But if you miss a salah, make it up. And the problem comes when we start intentionally missing our prayers. The main thing is that we really try our best to get the 5 daily prayers, because this is what's going to help you in your spirituality, with your iman, your belief, and seeking knowledge. Knowing about Allah. How can we love Allah? How can we worship Allah if we don't know about Allah? Studying about Allah, all these questions you had, easily answered when you know about Allah, read about Allah, learn about Allah, and also doing good things for the sake of Allah. Whether it's charity, helping people, whatever it may be. These are the things that are going to build your spirituality. I know there's many different religions today. They try many things. Christians try music, jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Some people, going to the wilderness, whatever it may be. But ultimately, Allah has shown us how to get close to Him, and it's through that submission, the salah, and also, the zakat, the fasting in Ramadan, and the Hajj, the pilgrimage. That is a very good way of connecting with Allah. If you have the opportunity, especially from Bahrain, it's not far away, and it's very easy for you to go, because you're from the Khalij. You can go. We don't need a visa or anything. It's a great opportunity.
This is a good idea.
And just go.
It's about finding
Have
a
you
man
been?
to take
Have you been before?
I've been to Makkah. I haven't been
Maybe
to
if
Hajj.
it is a group of
but-
women, maybe they allow it. If it is a group of women together.
My family says so too. I don't know.
Do you live in Bahrain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I study in the UK.
Do you have like a male family member?
Yeah,
Brothers?
yeah. I have my father. I've told them before, but I mean they've been busy.
Inshallah. No,
Inshallah
this
one
would be
day.
amazing. If you can go to Umrah,
Yeah.
and the main thing, the salah, and go to Umrah, this is really going to build your iman. And that's the only way, submitting to Allah. That's how you're going to get the spirituality. You can try all these modern ways. Well, Allah has told us how to get there.
Nothing happens if we sit home and do nothing.
That's true.
You have to be active if you want to achieve something.
You get out of Islam what you
Go
put
help.
in.
Doing charity is a very good thing. If you help any poor person, connect spiritually with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Say subhanallah.
Yeah.
The Prophet ﷺ, Quran says وَالذَّاكِرِينَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا وَالذَّاكِرَاتِ.
Yeah.
Okay, this mentioned a lot in the Quran, the remembrance of Allah, not only the 5
Find peace.
to create the conscious status that when you are walking in the park, when you are going to work, when you are sitting in the tube, if you just focus and you're not going to ignore everything around you, but make it in your mind that I'm really grateful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gave me life. He gave me another good day. I have something to do.
You can go on.
look at the blessings that you have got.
It's a purpose, isn't it? I
Yes.
think you were asking earlier on.
So-
First, sorry brother, you finished?
We all need it.
Alhamdulillah.
Not
we all
only
need
you,
it.
me, I need it equally as you. If I do not work on my spirituality,
it goes,
we'll
it
go down.
fluctuates. It goes up and down.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we'll feel
I
like
think
we're
she
on top of
knows,
the world.
you know quite a lot of the things that they're saying, so you've researched it somewhat, haven't you?
I read a
That's what
lot.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Muslim. But this, earlier on, sorry, sister, is that you were asking the purpose.
Yeah.
You see, the purpose. You said that why are we created, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, to worship Him, right?
Yeah.
Now that in this certain social aspects, that's like, oh, that's a bit arrogant. But what many people who do worship Allah will tell you, it is the best gift that you received.
Exactly.
I mean, if you ask John, is the best gift he received.
You know, when you pray, when you're in the habit of praying,
No, yeah, I remember because I
you've done
was
it.
there at some point.
and
I
you
was
don't
there.
want to leave it, you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and
It
you're only
feels
gonna.
like I've lost something, that
but
connection
but
with
you just
God.
do it.
Definitely.
You know,
That's
it's,
belief.
it's as easy as just doing it.
Yeah.
And this in turn will make you happy and content.
Yeah.
And then that fulfills your purpose.
Yeah.
So, because what our main purpose we seem to be following as
Yeah.
humans is I want happiness. You know, they're all
Yeah.
going after mansions, limousines.
Yeah.
I want a
For
Ferrari,
happy,
this, that, and the
yeah.
other. But in the ending, we've seen many rich people who aren't happy.
Yeah.
And you look at rich people, certain, I'm not everyone, but if you look at certain rich people, they're very, very rich, but they've lost all humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you see a poor person, but he's got God and he's very rich.
Yeah.
So that you don't, as Brother John pointed out early on, even if God was to show us all the purpose of why we are actually existing,
Yeah.
our brains may not actually understand it.
Comprehend,
So, for
yeah.
example, when we try to, now you said you've been there, right, when you were praying.
Yeah.
Try to explain that to someone who's never prayed. Try to go and try and explain that contentment.
Yeah.
Like John knows it, I believe the brother knows it. I know, we know what we're trying to say, but when you try to explain that contentment,
Yeah.
it's very difficult, am I right?
Yeah.
You've been there before.
So again,
just doing it.
this shows the purpose of life.
Yeah.
It's
But
just doing
if it was that easy, then there wouldn't be a reward for it.
There you go.
So it is hard, but I
The point is
definitely
the struggle.
understand
But
the
you can't,
reward
but
that
it's like a
comes
habit.
from it.
It's a habit. You know, people get into habits of many things.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're in the habit of praying, it might take time. It might
Yeah.
take a few days, a week, a month, you know, to get on point with the salah. But once you're there, you're there. And Allah will remind you as well. You know, subhanAllah, you how many times, you know, you've been reminded of salah, you just have a thought.
Yes.
And it's only like 15 minutes to go, I think. Allah is generous.
And
If you're in the habit of
we
salah,
need
it's gonna
company
support
in
you.
our life. We are a social being. We are social creatures. So it's really important not to be alone. Okay? And it's really important who you socialize with. So if you really work on your iman, maybe if you're in London, there are some massages, some mosques, they do in holidays like this one, they do seminars or conferences.
I'm not studying in London, but I do know of a masjid where I am in York. But
So this is also because this is why the Prophet ﷺ built a mosque, and men and women were asked to migrate to Medina and join the community,
yeah.
because community is very important to support us in whatever we want to be in.
And as you mentioned, when you went, you know, off the path or stopped praying, it was because of the people around you influencing you. You know, and this is the case. You know, this is why we have to have good company. You know, because they can misguide us. We are who our friends are.
It's hard to go and pray when no one else is doing it.
So I'm very happy for you that you.
And you, if your friends, if they really love you, they are not going to say, oh, now you're going to be practice Muslim. We do not like you anymore. This, you have to know they are not real friends.
This is a good
Okay.
book that the brother
And
wants to give you. It's in English, but I know you have many things in Arabic.
Yeah.
Sometimes
No,
the
I do
English
like
books are
reading.
good
Yeah, I like
because
reading.
he's trying to attract people.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving your time. Jazak Allah Khair, brother.
maybe let me show you some Dawah channels or our channels here.
Yeah, I'll give you mine. This has got some YouTube channel. My
Exactly.
channel.
Yeah. So,
Alright, perfect.
really.
I mean, this is about Christianity, but maybe you can give it to a Christian.
Yeah. Alright,
That can be a good deed.
Jazak Allah Khair.
So, how often you come here?
Well, I'm just visiting London now, so that I've
And
been
you
here
are
like
studying
last
in
year.
the UK, you're saying?
In
Or?
York.
you're studying in New York because your American accent. I thought.
It's
So
not.
you're just visiting. So what I would say is, if you're studying in New York, you need to find your local masjid
Yeah.
and connect with the sisters there.
Yeah.
Because we think we're strong.
Yeah.
Me personally, I used to think I'm strong.
Yeah.
I do what I want. But matter of fact, sometimes we're like feather in the wind. The society. الصاحب ساحب.
Yeah.
Yes, that the sahib means your friend will drag you. So we do not have immunity from disbelief. We all can be disbelief.
And
if we
you
go
have to cut
what
them off.
what will
Like especially when you're in the-
what will affect our iman. And
When you're in the
also if we go
beginning.
what increase our iman, our iman will increase. Okay, and we are mature adult people, persons. So I know if I go to a place where there is infection of flu, and I say, oh no, I'm not going to get flu. I cannot do this.
Yeah, that's true.
So we really need to know our limit and work on it. So we know what is suitable for us, and we do it, and what can harm us, and avoid it. Okay, and again, life is this. It's not going to be. We're not going to have paradise just for no reason. No, we must work on it. Inshallah.
I want to make it easy for you.
Yeah. جزاك الله خير.
Take care, sister.
Jazak Allah Khair.
I mean, we need to do Asr.